I forgot to throw the paper. Tires? Are they serious? Hello and welcome to CWBC News. So, the Cheeto-in-Chief, the Cheddar Emperor, Orange Man Ben himself, made a tweet, and he's mad at a tire manufacturer because the tire manufacturer chose a side in the culture war, and it chose the side of people who love trains and bicycle lanes. Not necessarily lifted trucks or having multiple sets of wheels for a car that you want people to look at and drool over. Nope. Well, what actually happened? So, I did my research, I did my due diligence. Actually, other people did it for me, and then I'm regurgitating it for you. So, a PowerPoint presentation was created, and it was uniform recommendations for people who work at Goodyear. Now, I'm assuming this is probably for like a franchise somewhere, and I also have to assume that there was some interaction between a customer and an employee was wearing a, non-company brand something attire, and a customer had an issue with it. So that generates a response from HR, because that's where it all comes from. Somebody picked a fight. Somebody made a comment about somebody's shittily plucked eyebrows and called that person a grandparent, and that person filed a written complaint, because that's what people with badly plucked eyebrows do who get called a grandparent who happen to not be one, because the only thing that they parent is a feline, or maybe multiple felines. So, there's that. So HR is trying to do the right thing and be, attentive to the social situation of the Western world. And they put out that, so they put out a slide in a PowerPoint presentation. I didn't see the whole presentation. I just saw a cell phone picture of the slide of the PowerPoint presentation. And it said that Blue Lives Matter attire, not permitted. All Lives Matter attire, not permitted. Don't make me say it. You know the acronym from the red hats with the white letters. Not permitted. Things permitted. Anything rainbow related. Anything peaceful protester related, we'll call it. And yeah, so you gotta understand who buys tires. You gotta understand who checks tire pressure. You gotta understand who checks oil. Not me. Definitely not me. I do not check oil. I have destroyed 2 vehicles in the last couple of years, and my father loves reminding me of that. But it's a white privilege to have a father. So, moving on. So they put this out, and then, he who is orange and shall not be named tweets about it. And so the White House press corps is like, yay! We get to ask all these crazy questions about a tire manufacturer, and it just so happens that the bulletproof limousine that a person who happens to be a shade between red and yellow rides around in has that manufacturer's tires on its vehicle. And so, like, are they going to take those tires off? They're asking, like, what about all this? And side note, you know those military pickups that you see in the movies, the Humvees? Yeah, half of them have frickin' Goodyears on them. There's no way around it. There's two kinds of tire, a radial and a bias ply, and all the radials are Goodyear. I happen to know that because I've changed several of those tires. Yay. A decade ago. I don't do it anymore. Way too fat for that. Yeah. The DD214 was good for daddy. Anyway, so yeah, the press corps didn't bring the military fleet vehicles up. They just brought up, like, fleet vehicles, and they asked about, quote-unquote, the Beast, which is the bulletproof vehicle that the person with the skin that is somewhere between yellow and red rides around in. Funny enough, he's not a First Nations person or of Asian descent, but somehow that's, stereotypes. Anyway, so that happened, and so tweets were made, the press briefing questions happened, and it's all over a PowerPoint because some person somewhere probably got accused of being a grandparent with a bad pluck job on his, her, they, or them's eyebrows. And you know what? I'm just gonna go ahead and say it. There's a lot of people out there with bad eyebrows. And you know what? Else, the lash extensions that are inhumanly long, they can go to. In other news, this is what I had for you from the world and maybe the nation. Yeah. So the world and the nation. The world first. A person from an organization that starts with Hez and ends with not bowler, but you're close. Has been, let's see. One member, acquitted. 3 others of involvement in the. So, yeah, I'm not sure I'm allowed to say any of this on the internet. Apparently, you can say it on a, physical sheet of paper. But yeah, we're gonna skip that. But somebody from Hez Bowler is guilty. Took the fall. Looks like they took the fall for 3 other people and was just like, nope, I did it. But this was from back in. That's oh wow. 21 killed, 226 wounded. Vehicle-borne improvised thing. Okay, yeah, there's that. That's no fun. Here's something fun for the the people that like to say the letters in white that go on hats that are a shade of I'm not sure if you can see it. This? Yeah, it's kind of small. Well, it's not anywhere on this shirt. It's like take the color of a flamingo and get rid of the white, and that's the color of the hat. Anyway, so fetal tissue research is looking like it's going to go the way of the dodo in the good old US of A. And that's actually good news for women who happen to be unfortunately pregnant, because there is an organization that services that particular demographic that has this nasty habit of delaying procedures so that they can get the good stuff. You know, crystals need time to grow. And what am I doing here without a rainbow wig? This feels ingenuine. But anyway, I'll finish. I'm already this far in, and you know, I got more beer to drink. So, yeah, that's what I got on that. So there were 14 research proposals that people were looking to try to do with parts from not quite fully formed fledgling human-like things. And yeah, that is getting the good old band hammer. And I'm not mad about it. And I'm not mad about it because I've heard purported scandals of companies that service such people delaying procedures. And you know, it's one thing if you've got, you know, X number of happy little munchkins running around and they don't know that mommy's pregnant again and mommy doesn't want to be pregnant. It's another thing if the clinic delays and delays and delays and delays and, oh, mommy, what's the new one gonna be? Is the new one gonna be a Z? Is the new one gonna be a Zer? Is the new one gonna be a they, them? And mommy's like, yeah, well, the new one's not gonna be anything, but I'm not gonna tell you that because you're 3 and you barely understand how to form sentences, much less a paragraph, and you're never gonna remember this conversation. You're also probably never gonna remember that mommy had to wear daddy's pants for a little while. So there's that. Yeah, I'm not sad. I'm not sad about that. Some people might be sad. I don't know why you would be, but you could be sad, and that's okay. So what we have is a person from Hez Bowler who you know, took responsibility for a lot of loss of vital fluids, and we have this research thing, and we have a tire manufacturer that picked a side in the culture war, or at least somebody who worked there. Somebody who worked there tried to pick a side on behalf of the company, and it picked the side of the people who wear spandex and ride in the bicycle lane, even during the winter. Shout out to you. That takes real commitment, and you're a tougher person than I am. The people who ride buses and the people who love trains. A tire company that, to my knowledge, does not make bicycle tires, took the side of bicycle riders, bus riders, and train lovers. Not the fun train. Well, all trains are fun, so I kind of take that back. But like and to top that all off, it also took the side of people who commute from home. Like, who wants to bet, due to, you know, 2020, that that the person from Human Resources who made that particular PowerPoint presentation made it from home and didn't drive to work? Oh, I forgot to throw the paper.